Hello everybody and welcome to another Cybex live session here right out of our wonderful looking showroom. My name is Marvin Becker and we spent some minutes together showing you our icons in strollers, the comfort of our Priam and the compactness of our wonderful looking Mios over here. What I would like to have is a Q&A session as well. So feel free to ask as many questions that may come across our show. We have some people at the back end providing some of your questions, bringing it towards me so I can answer them directly here live. And also our gorgeous ladies are preparing you and answering some questions that you might have coming along our wonderful looking products over here. So therefore, open your keyboard, make yourself ready, enjoy the show, bring as many questions as you may have. And I like to have this show right now because these are the icons from our platinum portfolio when it comes to our brands. As said, the wonderful, comfortable Priam over here and our compact little brother or sister, the way you want to have it, our Mios. What I would like you to understand is how similar they are. So obviously there is a difference. You can also already see via looking at those beautiful looking products that most likely is related to the compactness. You need to have it for folding or, for example, the weight that you want to carry around. What we do in Cybex, and you may recognize it during our last shows, is that we collect a lot of your feedback and we try to observe the market and to see and understand what are your needs and how can we provide you some products that perfectly fit to your lifestyle and the needs you might have. And therefore, we have these two icons ready for you. So let's get started. Just some preparation as well. We have a nice prize draw going on. So you can go on our website. You can become a member of our Cybex club and you can win a Beezy or a Hausschwein or you collect points. So keep that in mind. Become a member of our Cybex club and enjoy participate that prize draw that we have there. Having that said, let's start the show. Over here we have the Priam and the Mios. Let's tackle some topics of the carry cot. As you might see, we have a nice looking sun canopy, always UPF 50 plus protection, so that keeps your little ones protected inside of the carry cot as well. Here already opened our sun visor, so you can close it as well if you need to bring it out because the sun is already low and shining in. As you can recognize with the windbreaker over here, we cover your baby inside perfectly. Jumping already towards Mios, hey, we have the same feature in there, so you won't miss them. The UPF 50 plus, the beautiful sun visor to protect your child the best way possible. As we understand your ways to go with your baby, we have a nice solution to open the windbreaker, which is this perfectly designed little zipper over here that you only need to open and you have a nice access to your baby to get them in or out. Yeah. So no mess to close anything. You just zip it and then you're good to go. Looking inside, it is really comfortable. And I think this is really something important for you to know as well, because you want to know that your child is lying in there in a perfect, comfortable way. Therefore, you will find a little head nugger. Just let me get this out to get a better view on it. This head nugger is completely surrounding the head part of the carry cot, so where the head is located. So as soon as they start rotating at a certain age, maybe on their belly, or they just shake from left to right, they are still protected via this beautiful head nugger over here, which you can also take out if there is no need of it. Inside, in both of them, we have a nice memory foam mattress. And sorry for the mess, but I have to bring it out to bring it closer to you. Why do we love a memory foam mattress? Where is the weight of the baby coming from? It's the head area. A newborn baby's weight, 25% out of the weight, is coming from the head area. So as soon as you place them here and you just have a typical foam, you will get all of a sudden pressure points. So as soon as you place your baby next to those pressure points, they will roll in. That's the reason why we have this memory foam. As the name is already mentioning, let me just try to show it to you. I completely mess it up. As soon as I release my hands, it plops up automatically to a neutral position. So you won't have any pressure points, which makes it even more comfortable for you and your baby being inside here of our carry cot. For breathability, come a little bit closer, let me show you. For breathability as well, even the bottom part of the carry cot does have overall this open holes to make sure that there's an air circulation going on. So a lot of people fear with closing the windbreaker, having the sun canopy, that it will heat up in there. So that's why we provide with this bottom part down here a nice way to have an air circulation going on. Talking about this topic, this is not all what we do. We have such a luxury, iconic product over here. So from a feature perspective for a carry cot, we wanted to add more air ventilation. So what we provide in our Priam and Mios as well is, let me show you, you just open it easily, a nice, I would say, sky view. Yeah, just link it to a nice apartment or hotel that you're going to book. You have the wonderful sky view here so that you are able to sneak inside to see what is going on. Is the child sleeping? Is there anything missing? Maybe the pacifier just fell out. So also for you, an easy access to see what is going on. But not only this, we are talking about our icons, Priam and Mios. So not only the sky view, as we have this iconic product over here, we also provide a panorama view. Isn't that beautiful? Everything related to breathability and for the parents to be able to sneak inside, even though the child would be able to turn on the belly. They are not facing a complete black or whatever color you're going to choose fabric. No, actually they are able to sneak outside as well. You may know us. We love design. So therefore, let me show you on the example of Mios over here, where we have the same features, sky view, panorama view. If you want to store the fabric down here, we just have a small little pocket. You just put it in, you zip it, and then it disappears so that you have a nice clean look like. No fabrics is going towards the floor so they can't get dirty or get any scratches. Both for Priam and Mios, and that makes it really comfortable for you using it, and you can make sure that your child sitting in there also has this air circulation going on, which is really needed for hot summer days, or even if you have some blankets inside. It's always a nice way to get some fresh air that also calms the baby down and brings them to sleep at a certain point. These are our wonderful carry cots. We have a nice feature to detach them as well, and therefore I would like to show it on both of them and then attach the seating unit. So if you may have a question for the carry cots, please put it in. We can also bring it back if it takes a little bit longer to bring it towards me, so they will not disappear. I will just put the carry cots aside so that we can also talk about them in a couple of minutes if you may have any questions for them. For me, also to show to you is the difference of the height here. So with the new Priam, we just elevated the height 11 centimeters more up so that you have a nice access. As the Mios is really more the ultra compact one, we need a nice measurement when it comes to folding. So this is the position for the Mios. It's still nice to access them. Yeah, so it's not on the lowest part. To be fairly honest with you guys, the Mios was, for me and my family, one of the most used ones. Yeah, for those who already saw some videos, some Cybex live sessions, they recognize that I hardly use most of our products with my children. Mios was definitely one we enjoyed the most, as it is so compact and nice to use. So these are one of the difference, the certain height. But when it comes to the detachment of both of those carry cots, that needs to be easy. So we don't want you to have two hands on the product, trying to push any button. There is a baby inside and you need to lift it up. That may get some back pain. So therefore we have memory buttons. You just push it on one side. As they are memory buttons, they memorize that they have been pushed, so they keep position. With the other hand on the other side, now you have your hands free. You have a nice leatherette handlebar here on top so that you only need to lift up the carry cot and you're ready to go. Let me just push this one aside. And here you see the adapters attached on the Priam. That is also a really nice feature, as we are using our adapters for the carry cot for our Priam and for the infant car seat. I will shortly attach it over here. So here you have the example of our Cloud T as well in the lie flat position. I would always recommend, because here you have a wonderful product as well, which is safe in car, being in an upright position, and really ergonomic as soon as you attach it on our Priam frame or even the Mios. And with having the situation that for Priam, we use the adapters for carry cot and infant car seat, this allows you to change independently both products without detaching the adapters. So they can always remain on that position from birth for the carry cot and the infant car seat. As soon as they are outgrowing of those items, you just take them off. And this is also fairly simple. You open the clip. This one is for stability. Let me show you. As soon as you attach the adapter, there is still a little bit of shaking inside. We added this little clip. As soon as you close it, there is no shaking. So that adds a lot of stability as well to the carry cot and the infant car seat. If they are not needed, you just open the clip, you press the button, you take them out, and then you can attach the seating unit. And something really important for me is that you understand that a seating unit is something that you are going to use longer than a carry cot. Yeah. So in a carry cot, depending on the child and the development of the spine and the weight and the age, is most likely used, different countries, different rules, but up to 8-9 months, I would say. And then you change the seating unit. How long do you actually use the seating unit? It's up to 4 years. So we can have them inside of the seating unit up to approximately 4 years of age. So with having that said, you understand why I told you already, take care of the seating unit. You need a lot of features. It needs to be easy to install. It needs to be easy to use. And therefore both, we have a really nice seating unit. And you will understand again, I mean, we called this session Priam versus Mios. But in my opinion, they are both so similar. The difference between those products is what kind of need do you have? Yeah. To give you an example, do you live in an apartment in an inner city, in a big city? Yeah. 4th floor without an elevator. So you need always to lift up the product to bring it to your level. Or you have a small car as well. There's not that much space inside of your trunk. And you already felt in love with the Priam. Hey, but this is maybe too bulky for your trunk. Maybe it's too heavy for you to bring it on the 4th floor. You don't lose any features. You have the Mios. It's lighter. It's more compact. You can easily use it. Yeah. For those who don't have those issues to say, okay, I always need to lift it up. I have a small car and so on and so forth. They can go with the Priam. So what we try to do in Cybex is to find for every parent's need the perfect product. And I'm really in love with the seating units as we share so many features. What do we have? We have an UPF 50 plus sun canopy, the same that you have already seen with our carry cot or bassinet, however you want to call it. Both of them have a nice sun visor to protect them even better from the sun. But what else do we have? As an accessory, you could have a parasol. So if the sun is already low and you want to protect them even better, you just attach a parasol. But going through the city, maybe going into a store, a parasol is always in your way. You change position. The sun is not changing position with you. So you always need to rearrange something. So that's why we in Cybex has also thought about this and just added a so-called XXL sun canopy. Via opening the zipper here, you can easily extend the length of the sun canopy. And look at this. Isn't that beautiful? So your child is sitting in there. You completely open the sun canopy. They are protected from any influences out there from the sun, and you can make sure that nothing is disturbing them. Most likely what I like to open then as well is this nice little peekaboo window. And look at that. There are magnets inside. So even if you want to close it, you don't need a zipper. You don't need any buttons. You just easily close it. And I hope you can hear it. There is a certain click where the strong magnet is closing this peekaboo window. And that allows, again, breathability. For me, more important is, as a parent standing behind, you can recognize your child falling asleep. And we have a nice, easy, gentle situation right now to bring them to sleep via this button here. You just push it all the way to the top, and now look how easy and gently you can bring them down to sleep. There is no shaking inside. So as soon as you recognize, oh my gosh, they are getting tired, you just bring it all the way down into a full lie-flat position. You lift up the leg rest, which is also adjustable in 3 different positions. And look at this. We have a full lie-flat position, which is so nice and definitely will keep them asleep, or even if they want to fall asleep. And that we have in both. Yeah. So in total, what you can adjust is 4 different recline positions until you reach to the lowest part, which is our full lie flat over here. And both share completely the same. And that is something for me really outstanding, because we are always searching to have a lie-flat position. I mean, why is a carry cot or bassinet that much needed as well for a newborn baby? Because of the fact it's lie-flat. And as soon as you take them out of the carry cot, you cannot already use the most upright seating position, yeah, because they need to build up the muscle structure. They need to still develop their S-spine. So you gently bring them from a lie-flat position in total in 4 different positions to the more upright one. So that makes totally sense. Again, before I get even more into the detail, I mean, you can already recognize I really love those 2 icons over here. Make sure we have this price draw going on. So if you become a member via our website of the Cybex Club, you participate on this price draw, you can win a Beezy, a house shrine, or even collect points. Yeah. So this is something nice you have to consider. So please become a member of our wonderful Cybex Club as well. Coming back to those beautiful products, and please ask your questions if you have some. I want to share something with you, which is, in my opinion, a game changer. And now I want to hear some I want to see some thumbs ups and some hearts from the parents in the call which already have a child, because they will completely understand what I'm talking about right now. We have in both Priam and Mios a so-called one-pull harness. This is game-changing for me. You may think like, okay, calm down, Marvin, it's only a harness system. But we are talking about a child sitting in there. And right now we have the perfect conditions. We go outside, we need a pullover, we need a jacket. So we need to have the harness system at a certain length to be able to fix them. As soon as we reach maybe a shopping mall or we go inside somewhere, we take the jacket off. But then the harness system is still way too long. And most likely this typical way that you fix or tighten up a harness system is behind the soft goods, and then you have this typical backpack behavior. Yeah, just to try to bring them through, to tighten them up. This is something, and I don't mean it bad, I take me as an example as well, you do not do all the time. Yeah? So most likely they are then way much too extended, and the little ones are able to slide out as soon as you take off their jacket. Let me show you how easy the one-pull harness is for you. If you want to release the harness system, you just push the button down here, you go behind the harness system, and you easily, let me bring a little bit up here, because it's just nicely prepared for you guys to have a good view, but we need to be practical. So therefore I need a little bit more of the latch down below. That is really nicely prepared. So therefore you just push the button and you easily extend the length, as you can see right here. As soon as you take off the jacket and you need to tie it up again, you just go to the latch below, you pull on it, and there you go. You're fixed again. You're so not struggling with the situation that the little ones are able to slide out. And we have this for both products available. You push the button, you extend the length, you go to the latch, you easily tighten it up within seconds. And now I want to see some thumbs up, some hearts. This is definitely game changing and you will love it. As soon as we just brought it back to our strollers, me and my family were like, oh, finally. Yeah, this is such a nice tool. This is really time saving. And also you can make sure that your little one is always secured. Yeah. So most likely we find those situations. They are able to slide out. So they could potentially fall out of the stroller. But here, within 1 second, you tighten them up again and they are secured. What else do we have? Obviously, what we also need is a rotation in the seating unit, and we have it for both. So that means you can have it forward faced or you rotate it into a parent faced position. Why is this needed? I mean, a lot of people ask that actually. Oh, I see some questions are appearing, but let me go through the topic before we answer them. A lot of parents actually ask for this kind of feature. They want to have it as well parent faced, but most likely a lot of people do not really know why. So as soon as you bring them out of the carry cot, we are talking about maybe a 1-year-old child or even less. They cannot really differentiate what is important. So if you place them in a forward-faced mode, everything for them is important. A bird, a tree, a bus, a passenger, whatever it is. Yeah, you will recognize how important it was when you try to bring them to bed. Because during evening time, they just try to digest what they have seen during the day and alarm, they will scream. As soon as you have them parent-faced, they will see mommy and daddy, something they know. They will calm down. So that is the reason why such a mode is also needed. So I would definitely, after the bassinet carry cot, I would definitely go into the parent-faced mode first. All of a sudden, when they grow up, they don't want to see mommy and daddy anymore. Yeah, they want to see what's going on in the streets. Where is the fire station? Where is the bus? So actually then you just rotate it again. I got a question. Thank you very much, Sam, for that one. What colors you have on the seat pack? A wonderful question. Let us already take care of this. Just look behind. Over here you see our carry cots in all the different colorways possible that you can choose from as well. Again, go onto our website. You will see all the different in-house fashion designs and the collaborations that we offer for our Priam and Mios. Priam and Mios is really all about customization. So you will definitely find your perfect style in our prams over here that fits the best way possible into your life. Yeah. So you have in total 4 different frame colors, and we have the different fabrics that you just seen over here, as well as the design collaborations and our in-house designs. Okay. Thanks for that. Just keep on going. Please ask more questions. I'm more than happy to answer them. And these are really iconic products. So may you want to see more details, or you just want me to repeat to show the one pull harness. You have some questions about the carry cot. Please feel free to ask them. Overall, we have seen the seating unit. We have seen the carry cot. Let's have a look or a closer look at the chassis. So over here, we have a nice leatherette handlebar, and already the touch and feel and even the look, like, I mean, you have to trust me, the touch and feel feels like a nice luxury steering wheel in any kind of fancy car out there. It's so nicely done. Look at the details. Even the logo over here, perfectly aligned in the colorway that you have made chosen from. So that is really an outstanding experience as well. You can adjust the height. Yeah, for Mios, you have a main button in here. You just press it, and via you change the angle of the handlebar, you change the height. Yeah, so that makes it more comfortable for you to stroll around. For Mios, this is the way you do it. For Priam, we have the main center button down here. You just push it, and then like a telescope, you slide it in or you slide it out in all the different positions to make sure you find your best way to stroll around the city, park, whatever it is. We have on both the option to attach a cup holder. Yeah, so the attachments are here on both sides, where you could attach a little cup holder for any kind of drinks that you might take with you. Looking towards the bottom part, we have different wheels. Yeah, and there is also maybe the different need. If you are in inner city and you have most likely flat surface, this is the perfect wheel for you. And most likely in inner city, you search for something compact when it comes to folding. So that is the reason why in Mios, everything is perfectly done. This is really for those who search for something compact, lightweight, they need to carry around. They go through the inner cities, perfect size of wheels. If you're living more outside of the cities and you have more cobblestones, uneven surfaces, the Priam with the whole size that we have, the wheel size that we have, is the perfect fit for this. All of them do have a 4-wheel suspension. As you can see, the feather suspension here, and even there the detail. The same colorway as the frame that you have chosen. So even the suspension perfectly fits into that design, as you can see right now on the camera. We have, and yes, we call it that way, a flip-flop friendly brake. Yeah, it always sounds funny, but it is so cool to use. These are the little difference that we love to share, like the one pull harness that I just showed, or even the flip-flop friendly brake. What does it mean? To turn on the brake, you step on it. To release it, just imagine flip-flops right now. I would not need to go underneath to release it. I would scratch my feet. Right now, I just step on it again. Yeah. So even to turn on or release, it's only a step onto the brake to make sure that you're active or even not. The front wheels, they have a swiveling mode right now. On both Priam and Mios, you have a button inside here. If you switch it towards the inside, you can fix the front wheels. This is recommended if you go on uneven surfaces, because it would be in the swiveling mode. Each wheel would search their own way and you would start shaking or have shaking inside of your stroller. Therefore, you fix them and then you have a more comfortable, enjoyable ride with your little ones as well. Okay, we are coming close to an end. So if you have any questions, please drop them in. Now I want to show you my game-changing feature on those icons over here, the one-hand fold, and why it is so needed for you out there when you are going around the city and now you want to store your Priam or Mios inside of your trunk of your car, house floor, whatever it is. We love therefore our one-hand fold. Let me share why. If you have the stroller in front of you and you take out your child, you place it next to you, and now you would have a stroller in front of you where you need two hands and maybe a feet to fold it. Blink with your eye. Your child is gone. They are fast. Yeah. As soon as they start walking, they will disappear. That might be a funny situation, but it's not that funny anymore if you just think about a street, a parking slot, or whatever it is, which is next to your stroller. Therefore, you take them out. I can secure them with one hand. And with the other hand, within seconds, I fold my stroller. Yes, it is that easy. Yeah. If you want to try it out, go to the store that you're most related with that's next to your house and just try it out by your own. It is that easy. To unfold it, either way, one hand. You just push it down. You bring the handle up. No need to push any button. You bring the seating unit into the position and you're ready to go with one hand. Yeah. For Priam and Mios, we share this one-hand fold. We also have a so-called self-standing position. So just imagine your Priam is outside. You went on a stroll. It starts raining. So maybe the wheels are dirty. It's dripping because of the rain and any puddles you went through. So you don't want to bring it inside of your house. Therefore, right now, we brought it already closer. It's not the most compact one, but it's self-standing. So if you want to store it inside of your house, house floor, or whatever it is a self-standing position right now. If you want to bring it to the folding, you just tip it towards the back, and then you go into the compact folding mode for the Priam. And on top of that, if you release the brake before, so you don't use the brake for folding, you could also easily carry this one right behind you, like a suitcase, yeah? A lot of people expect right now you have to carry it. No, actually you don't. You could also extend the length of the handlebar, and you just have like a nice little suitcase and you go around and then you store it wherever it is needed. Same for Mios, little bit different behavior of how to fold it. Let me show you how that works. And it looks really nice. It's like a nice little wave or dance that you do with your Mios. Therefore, again, one hand needed only. Throw the seating unit towards the front and then you do this nice little wave with your Mios going all the way down directly into a self-standing position. We have also the carry handle over here. So if you need to lift it up, that's even comfortable with this handle, and then you can easily carry it as well. As you see, directly into the self-standing position. If there would be now the need maybe to separate the parts because you want to store it somewhere, hey, there's an easy access to the memory buttons for the seating unit. So you could easily detach the seating unit right away if needed. So also there, you don't need to go all the way back to the normal position to detach them. Perfect. We got one more question. Thank you very much for that. How can I clean? That's a perfect question. That is a little bit of difference between if you have any kind of fashion collaboration, fashion design, and our normal fabrics that you just seen over there. So for most of the collaborations and fashion designs or collections that we have in our portfolio, we would recommend to use a wet wipe and clean it. Yeah. So the fabrics itself are already quite resistant. So you will understand what is the most that we have in our backpacks or changing bags, as well as those wet little towels or wipes. So you could easily clean it at first sight. For the one that you see, for example, over here, or the other colors behind me, is machine washable at 30 degrees. Yeah. So therefore you just take them off, you put them into the washing machine, 30 degrees, and then you can easily clean them. A little hint from my side, most likely if they a little bit wet, yeah, I'm not talking about you could wring them. If they only a little bit wet and it may take 15 to 20 minutes to completely dry them, pull them over, yeah, because then the material, the fabrics are a little bit more flexible and it's easier for you to pull them over the hard parts. That also brings me to another point. We are always talking about the customization, and we see this also as a fashion statement. You are not always wearing the same dress, the same clothes. So you have your different shirts, dresses at home that you may like. With Priam and Mios, you have the option to change them as well. It is that easy. As you order your frame color, it comes the frame and the hard part of the seating unit. As a separate piece, you have to order the fabrics. So there you can already imagine, okay, to build up my Priam, and that's also the first nice experience to build it up for your child, you pull them over. That also means, hey, if there is a wedding, a celebration, anniversary, whatever it is, and you want to show up with a nice, fancy fashion design of our company, you just take off the fabrics, you order a seat pack in the fashion design or color you would like to have, pull it over, and right away it becomes a complete new stroller within a couple of minutes. That is something really, really cool for you as well. Okay, guys, shoot in some questions. We have a couple more minutes and then we come shortly to an end. For me, again, it is really important that you understand that they both share the same features. Sun canopy, all we have been through is pretty much the same. It's only due to the fact of the different need of you as a parent. Yeah. So make your mind around, what car are you driving? What kind of surfaces is surrounding your house? Is this more uneven surfaces? Is this more inner city? So what is actually the situation that you are facing? Yeah. Most of the parents expect, oh man, Priam, this is typical Cybex. I want to have it. But maybe the Mios is a way better solution for you and you don't lose any features. You have the same outstanding features in the beautiful Mios over here, but only in a more compact mode. All of our car seats are attachable onto those strollers. Yeah. So also there is no limitation. What we have seen so far over here was our beautiful looking Cloud T in our lie flat position. So this is something I would highly recommend as well, as it is so comfortable for the little one. And other than that, as I said, you can easily use other car seats of our brand as well onto those stroller. Always needed to have the adapter, which comes in the box of the frame as well. Okay, guys, we are coming to an end. If there are not any more questions, I would say thank you very much. We will be a little bit more online just to answer some of your questions that we have tackled them as well. Stay tuned. We will have more sessions coming close. So therefore, stay tuned. Thank you very much. Bye, guys.